Another thing I want to talk about to you today on this hike is why should you come to Estonia for your next hike? Well, number one reason why you should come to Estonia for your next hike is that the nature here is very diverse. The interesting thing about Estonia is that it is situated on the kind of southern border for a lot of northern species and at the northern border of a lot of southern species. So it's like a transitional zone which gives us very good, very great species richness. And this of course applies to plants and plant species, but nonetheless. And also Estonia is it's got quite diverse terrain as well, which creates a lot of these ecosystems that are interesting. And because the country is so small, then it never takes you a lot to, see it all. You never have to go too far out of town to be in complete wilderness, and you can experience very different nature in a very short amount of time. For example, one day you can see a lot of different nature in one day. So yes, we also have a very interesting and varied coastline. We have many islands, and anyone who loves the sea is a beautiful destination. The reason number two why Estonia should be your next destination is that Estonia has got 2 long-distance hiking trails, which are also very doable in sections because they have very good accessibility. Both of these trails are also have this bike route option, so if you are a bike packer, that is a wonderful opportunity for you. And aside these 2 trails, Estonia has 73 cycling routes for people who like to ride their bikes on the road. If you prefer the kayak or the canoe, then there are lots of service providers in Estonia who will gladly lend you one. And there are water trails and again the coastline to explore. So there is something for absolutely everyone. So whatever option you choose to explore Estonia, it will be an interesting and a different cultural experience if you are not from around the region. So Estonia is a former Eastern Bloc country, and you will see many remains of that era in the country still. So I think it's part of our history that should not be ignored or deleted, and altogether it combines an interesting experience. And these natural trails, like the one I'm walking right now, they also go through smaller settlements, so it's a beautiful way to discover I can't breathe. So it's a beautiful way to discover backcountry Estonia and the people and the nature and everything all together. It's also small enough that civilization is never too far away. There are smaller towns, there are bigger towns, and there is cell service and Wi-Fi almost everywhere. It is considered a human right, so we love our cell service. But I recommend switching off your phone and your service and just enjoy all of this. It is much better than your everyday life. So, reason number 4 is many unique natural phenomena, like for example the 5th season in the Soomaa National Park. It is a season of flood, which can happen in spring or fall, and it is a time where these bogs are completely flooded. You can go to the forest in a boat, and people use boats to get to their houses every day. So it is unique. It is beautiful. It's also a destination if you like bird watching. Very popular. It's a great place to observe migratory birds. And like I said, diverse nature, many different ecosystems. So, and the last reason on my list, so reason number 5 why you should come to Estonia for your next hike, is that you probably haven't been here yet, or at least you probably haven't hiked here yet. Let's be honest, if you are a hiker then from a different country, then you will probably have so many other destinations on your mind. So many famous hiking trails are in the world that are all super great, but perhaps my country could be your next great adventure. Who knows? So unless you are a local or a neighbor, then it is likely that you haven't explored Estonia from, this point of view. If you have, that is great, I love you. But if you haven't, then why not put it on your bucket list? And it could be your next adventure. So, this is the Escapist on the Viru Bog Trail. That's it for today, and thank you for coming with me. If you have any questions or comments, or you want to know something more about hiking in Estonia, then let me know in the comments what exactly interests you most. I've also updated my website so you can read a lot of information about hiking in Estonia and bikepacking and canoeing in this country. So if anything of that interests you, go check it out. And I will see you next time. I'm off now to drive for 1 hour and go home and finally have some breakfast. Will not have sleep today, haven't gone to sleep yet. Probably won't for another severe number of hours, but doesn't mean I can't have breakfast.